That's not the right... Hang on. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, please put food in near you. Gem, I left enough for you to eat tonight, and then we'll have pizza tomorrow. So eat up! Eat that, pasta stuff. Hello. Sorry I'm a little late. It was raining, like, extremely hard for, like, the last 30, 20 minutes. And I was like, oh, shit. Because the lights were flickering, and I was a little worried that the power might go out. But I think the worst of it has passed. We're good. It's over. I had dinner, which was leftovers, my yummy pasta bake. Work was pretty okay. It was slow. I got the sleepies again. After work, I took a nap for like 45 minutes, and that was awesome, but I wish I had more nap. That's pretty much it. Pasta bake, what was in it? Well, there's pasta in it. I think I've put the recipe in the Discord, in our recipe sharing thing, but it's a Dutch oven. In it, you cook some garlic, and then you put in a can of tomato sauce, like not a jar of marinara sauce, a can of tomato sauce. Like you go to the grocery store and you go to the tomato section, the canned tomato section, and you get the tomato sauce, and then you put a small can of diced tomatoes in, and you cook that, and you add some oregano and a little bit of sugar and some red pepper flake and some salt. Cook it down for like 10 minutes, add some water, add your pasta. I use penne because it's got the grooves on it. Cook that up, then you top it with cheese. I added some pre-cooked sausage crumbles that Jimmy Dean makes. They were pretty good. I might try sausage rounds next time, just because they're a little more substantial. You top it with cheese and you slap it under the broiler for like 7 minutes to melt the cheese. Ah! Thank you. And then you pull them out and then you eat. It's good. And you can do all sorts of stuff to fortify it, like add spinach or olives if you're a nasty person. It's yummy. So, let's get started. The song makes me dance. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a VTuber, variety streamer, and a little fellow in your computer. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. You can use them interchangeably if you like. This is an 18+ stream, and I fucking mean it. If you are under the age of 18, you cannot be here. You had to say that you were allowed to be here, and that means you're a liar if you're not supposed to be here. And I don't like liars, so you gotta go. I have a couple socials you can check out if you're so inclined. I got a Twitter. I got a Tumblr that I look at sometimes. I mainly just retweet or reblog stuff on Tumblr, but, you know, it's still fun. I got a Discord you can join at this here linkadoo. We exchange recipes and talk about video games and stuff. I'm talking about Neopets. I'm like the only one in the world in my server that's talking about Neopets, but it's okay, because guess what? Guess fucking what? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hang on. I gotta find it. Well, I can't put it on screen now. I'm trying to get a picture. Show me the picture. You've literally never played Neopets? It's fun. This site is kind of slow. I got my fairy Chombie. I'm so freaking happy. Here he comes. No! I can't paste him in. Don't do this to me. There he is. Look at him. Do they adopt out abandoned Neopets? Yes, you can abandon your Neopets at the pound. And somebody else can take them. What's its nature, though? That's not a thing. Oh, accounts that are inactive over a long time. They did do a purge, or they did a couple purges like years ago. And, no, those pets are gone. I remember because I had a mutant Chia who is gone. But, yeah, I've wanted this Neopet, the Chompy, the dinosaur, who's limited, and you can only make on Chompy Day, which is one day of the year, since I was 8. And I got one because Chompy Day was yesterday, and it's fairy. It's purple, it's got the butterfly wings. I'm so happy, I've always wanted this thing. And it's real. They're not doing that weird NFT thing still, are they? No, I actually like looked into that. It looks like they aren't anymore. Or at the very least, it's like a different team of people. The Neopets team themselves don't seem to want anything to do with it. So, I just ignore it. Anyway, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, if you like what I do, if you enjoyed that diversion, you can support me in a number of ways, some of which are free. You can watch the stream, of course. You can tell your friends. You can take clips of stuff you find funny. You can share those clips around. You can follow the stream and get access to a bunch of my emotes that you can use wherever you want, or actually just in this chat, sorry. But if you sub, you can use those emotes wherever you like, and you get even more. And you get me closer to getting more emote slots. And you also get a cute little coffee cup badge next to your name. Both in my chat box and in the chat box. So, that's pretty neat. And if you want to support me without Twitch taking your money, there's a way you can do that too. There's a button in my description that says support the stream. You can click on it and get access to a page that lets you send me a direct tip. And I get 100% of tips, and they're highly appreciated, but not required of you. Okay. Ace Attorney. I'm putting it off. We're gonna be okay though. Last stream wasn't that bad. It was a little bad, but it wasn't that bad. So I think we're gonna be okay. Let's switch scenes. The game at morning. Oh shit! Wait, hang on. I have to get rid of this. Okay. Before we start, content warning. There are, like, a lot of icky themes in this case. Also, Faber has go. Lots of themes about grooming a minor. There are several male characters that are at least 10 years older. Well, not 10 years old. One of them is at least 10 years older. A lot of them are gross ages above a minor and are interested in her, and it's nasty. And, if you don't want to see that, I suggest you take care of yourself and wait until next time, probably. If not longer. But I want you to feel good. I don't want you to put yourself through stress if it's going to be bad for you. We're going to get through this thing. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but the tunnel is full of bees, so we gotta go. We're going to attach chains to the bottoms of my, or like to my ankles, and drag me through the tunnel until we're on the other side. So there you go. Leave now, if you need to. Okay. It's trial time, so we might not be too terribly off. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! Also, what? Did you just holding that? That's not cold now. How fabulous, my sweetie pie. My sweetie pie princess. Speaking of suffering through Capcom's act. Oh no, what are they doing? You came to watch my performance today. Did you see the NT Warrior Marathon? No. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not really into it. Of course I did. Sorry. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Oh, you're doing a thing. I'm not doing that thing with you, man. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my. Thanks. Why is everyone bringing him milk? I know he needs like a glass of milk, but everyone brought milk? So, how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's very important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes. That's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming... Okay, listen. This is harmless. What she thinks is harmless, okay? Like, I don't see a problem with what she thinks about what happens to you when you die. And I don't think that you coming in here and forcing your outlook on her is great. That's like, oh, my dog died. I'm glad he at least went to heaven. And then somebody else is like, I need her to know that dogs don't go to heaven. like what? What are you talking about? I don't believe in people becoming stars. What the fuck does that mean? false. The Pope says they do now. I know he did. One year our family dog passed away, and my brother was really broken up about it. And we're not Catholic, but he was going to a Catholic school because he could get like more one-on-one and education there. And in his theology class, they said that they told him that animals don't have souls and don't go to heaven. And he was fucked up. He came home like extremely upset. And we're like, listen, if you think dogs go to heaven, they go to heaven. That's all there is to it. There's no rules, man. Like, it's fine. You're fine. Anyway, court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, I have a tummy ache. Just a little one. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I'm gonna need some water. Soon. Later. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Chapstick. Holy shit, someone on Tumblr is going through my entire portal tag and liking everything in it. Maybe turn off notifications from Tumblr? Is Portal 99 cents again? That's cool though. I have people go through like my SpongeBob posts and like them, like en masse. It's cool. It's cool when that happens, but it's also like you're not gonna find anything else in there. Not right now. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it!
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Saving! Oops, I meant to cross-examine. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Yeah? I never really thought of that. Guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Do you watch Legal Eagle on YouTube? People have been trying so hard for me to do a review of this series. I've only seen Legal Eagle once, and it was on a... What's her name? Leslie? The white woman. The white woman with opinions videos about J.K. Rowling and Alpha and Omega verse and all of them. Specifically the Omega verse video, he makes an appearance in that. That's the only info I have on Legal Eagle, but I would like to check into him a little bit, because he seemed cool, and it is nice to know more about the legal system. Lindsay Ella, thank you. I knew it was an L name. Yes, Lindsay Ellis, the white woman with opinions videos. She is! Do you deny it? Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Around that time, I heard a large thump. Oh yeah, I already read this. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. Or maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. I don't know. Maybe. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Objection! If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of contradiction? No! Vibe I get from him is not, oh, this is a TV doctor level of someone who says they know things but don't, or uses their degree to bullshit, but he actually seems to know the ins and outs of the American justice system. Yeah, I mean, I follow, like... Actually, I don't follow a lawyer. Jen does. Boozy Badger follows a lawyer on Twitter. And, like, resources like that are really good for, like, understanding the legal system, because you might find yourself in it one day, and it's deliberately, like, hard to, he's a furry lawyer, but he's cool. Not a lawyer for furries, a lawyer that is a furry, I should have specified. I don't think there's a specific lawyer for furries service out there. I don't know what you would use that for. He said he heard it at 10. 15 minutes is a long time.
Take that!
I don't think this is right. What in the world is this? You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Okay, so I can't just do that. Okay. Lucy's very knowledgeable and his mundane posts are entertaining as well. Lots about his surprise kittens and his nicotine patch dreams nowadays. Oh yeah, I forgot he's trying to quit smoking. Good for him. Well, this seems like a nonsense statement. Why would you add that?
Hold it!
When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream?
Objection!
That's not important.
Objection!
Yeah, it is. Why would you even add that to your testimony? I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow! Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. I don't know what to do. Could I ask for some help from the more learned folks in chat? I don't see how these pieces fit together at all. But like, I can't press. I don't have like. Do I just show him the lion? Do I show him his brother? Why would a magician be able to fly? Because he's magic. I mean, I have a suspicion as to what he saw, but I can't, like... I can't, I can't prove that, like, I can't prove a contradiction, I don't think, with... This is just a test. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth. Just as if it were there with you that night. Just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn. Just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Agro's statement jives with the facts. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. This is a weird statement, too. Hold it! The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, were you still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit up things enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? I mean, the only thing I have is that he didn't see all the symbols, but, like, he said it was just his back, so he wouldn't be able to see them. I'm gonna try. Objection! Take that! Nope. This seems like the right thing to press, but I don't know. Objection! This is not gonna be it. That's not gonna be it. My brain is like racked. That was an accident. I should stop using the keyboard buttons. Like, I don't want to click all that much, but if I'm gonna keep hitting the wrong buttons, I should stop doing it. It seemed like there was something I could say here. Because I could be like, look, there's a bust, and it was missing. No. Do I want help? Yeah. I'm really struggling. Like you said, why would a magician be able to fly? But like, that I don't have any wire. What was Max not wearing? The roses. His hat? He wasn't wearing his hat. But okay. Because it fell off, but like in my mind it like he could have flown up a good deal before he dropped his hat. I'll try. I have a walkthrough. Okay, thanks. Thank God. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand, you little fibber. Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Wait, yeah, that works. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me. Yawning. Just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right! Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man! Phoenix is a poopy head! See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. And the disabled can be murderers too. That's equality. Anything is possible. I think that's enough of this little game. Real. Man surprises millions and warms hearts by murdering generous benefactor. Hey, equal rights. If I can murder someone, so can they. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good. Not good. This isn't gonna end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. I was thinking that. What? TikTok voice. This heartwarming kid just murdered his landlord, and you'll be shocked why. You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but we'll be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. The goal. Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice? The monkey! Oh my god. No, it's not the monkey. But what if it was? A clown? No. We all want it to be the monkey. I really wish it was the monkey. You were chasing the monkey. Hi, Emily. It wasn't Gumshoe. It can't have been Gumshoe. You don't say. Oh my god, oh my god, did that work? Uh-oh, this is suddenly looking very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. You just said that. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Take that! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a No! I'll take that one. Mainly because I forgot to save. But, what are you doing, Nick? I thought she had motive! What's with the... Okay. He had to have had an accomplice, but I don't know who it was, because my main edgy theory... Okay, since I saved, I'm gonna guess the monkey. Take that! Always guess the monkey. Well, okay, now I'm a little, Also, did you notice that this monkey takes care of Acro? I thought I read this wrong the last time I saw it, but it's right. Money takes care of Acro. I don't know what kind of care he can possibly give reliably. Emotional support monkey. You're right. Okay, this isn't going anywhere. Shoo! Sorry, that snuck up on me. Thank you. Presents monkey a second time. I don't have any proof it was a monkey. I didn't expect to get called out on my bullshit. Take that! That is a handsome lion. He looks good. That's his in memoriam picture. So no, he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. Because I fucked it up a lot. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. It's equality. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I don't know what I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dinkling? In his room. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. I'm imagining, like, some sort of pulley system that he, like, dropped the bust on his head or some shit. Bong. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. A game theory. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Disabled people can't do anything. Like, what are you talking about? Of course he could have been. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Whoa! But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. Well, we know what that means. Now I want a case where someone says, disabled people can't do anything, and the witness who is disabled outs themselves and shouts, yes, I can! I can do anything! I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, procedural dramas where, like, the culprit has been outed that way. Like, they were baited. Do you know who else can do anything? Jevil can. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Oh, time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingley committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Oh, what did he use? I can answer that. I was like, the monkey did it! No, here you go. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust. I think. And because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. His big old titties did it. Order! Order! So, you're saying that bust fell onto the ringmaster. A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Put it on your lap, dumb shit. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. Oh, fuck. I didn't get to read that. I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. Ruse. Wait. Ruse. He means ruse, right? R-U-S-E? Not rouse, as in to wake someone up, to rouse them. There is absolutely no need for such testimony, unless rouse can be used that way. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. This has been a bad case for typos. This has been a bad case for a lot of things. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see my things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Alright, real quick, I need to take a break. I'll see you in like 3-ish minutes. I really have to get water. My water bottle is empty. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for taking so long. Sorry for keeping you in suspense. Oh god! Anyway. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. Those look heavy, King. You need help? I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubt in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. You got Dunkaroos? Oh my god. I love those things. I love Dunkaroos. I love handy snacks. I love like little cracker sticks with the cheese. Yummy. It's the chocolate one. I think, if I remember correctly, I liked the chocolate one better than the one with the sprinkles. Or like, it was like a vanilla goo. I don't remember. Lifted something the size of that bust. Now, I can't press, right? Is it donut? You're so slutty for those. The handy snacks or the Dunkaroos? I can't remember what the originals tasted like, but the frosting is just straight up Pillsbury chocolate frosting. Yummy! So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. What have you been doing for 6 months? Like, that's what I've been wondering. Like, is he still employed, or do they, like, keep him? Is he being kept in the lodging because they feel bad? So, like, he just has free room and board and he gets to travel with the circus, but he doesn't perform? You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. He cares for the monkey. You're right! The monkey cares for him. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, 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 how did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window. I'm such a strong chocolate cake right now, I want a dirt cup. Fuck! I want a dirt cup! I want pudding! No! Jamie, you have to go to the store and get me chocolate pudding. And if they don't have the pre-made stuff, you know what that means. I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. You'll have lost control of your life, dear. I need to see if they have one tomorrow. I have to pick up something anyways. The dirt cup with the gummy worm. What's your favorite gummy worm color flavor? Good, because my pants are off. I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm sure no one will have anything to say about someone in an ermine Kigu showing up at Giant Eagle and buying a pack of pudding. I used to go to the store in my pajamas. Blue if they have it, but if not, it's like green-red. Now, I'm talking about gummy worms, not sour gummy worms, because sour gummy worms, I like the blue and red ones, but I don't want a sour gummy worm in my dirt cup because the sour powder is kind of gross with the chocolate. So if it's just regular gummy worm, I like the red ones. How long do you think your recovery will take? I don't think... Cherry lime are my favorite. Cherry and lime is such a good combo. I like cherry limeade in general. Like the beverage. You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. I haven't seen like actual blue gummy worms that aren't sour, but they're rare. I've only seen them as like 3-pound giant gummy worms. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Hold it! Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there's no way I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. That Akra knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Maya is using her brain cell. Now, the hat was there. You were there. They added ray tracing to Elden Ring? Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can... Time to turn my PC into a grill. My graphics card can't do ray tracing. It's one generation under when they started doing that. But I'm pretty sure, like... I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be able to appreciate it. It sounds like most PCs can't really handle it yet. But it's possible, B. It's possible. And that means we have to try. We gotta put that shit in Mario 64. We gotta put that shit in Ace Attorney. Save, because I have a hunch. How long am I planning on going? I'm hoping this is the last part of the case. I'd like to finish it. I have no idea how long that's gonna take. But I usually go to at least 10, so at least another hour. Hat? You have a little more after this, but this is the last trial. But I think I could push on. I think I can... That was wrong, also. Maybe I can step out for my dirt cup. Yes! Get that dirt cup! What if Money told him where his head, like gave the signal? Okay, now I'm gonna present the monkey at every opportunity. Okay. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he aimed using some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something. A tool, eh? No. I know it's not the monkey, but like, what other tools does he have? This is just me being stupid again. Present your brain cell ain't like you're using it. I can't present Maya. I'm genuinely at a loss. look at the crime scene. Is there like a reflective wall in front of him? Is it the box? Because the box is even lower than he is. What do you think happened? He walks at a certain point. Monkey alerts. I don't know. Forget about no, I can never do that. No, he walks in front of Acro's window. Like, Acro could look out the window at another window and use the reflection to figure out, but I don't know what's across from his window. So I don't know that there's a window. And I feel like that's too basic for me to say, is that he could, oh, how would Acro make sure someone was under his window? You're right in my thought process, it's the wrong evidence. Wasn't that the note that's like, hey loser, meet me in front of my own window? He wasn't carrying the box, was he? The box was... What? I thought he was carrying it! Whatever. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? Nope, no box carry. I literally thought he was carrying the box and he like fell on top of it. You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. Girl, that box a whole 20 pounds, which is apparently very heavy. Wouldn't know, British. You can carry a 20-pound box. You just do it slowly. That's so stupid! He fucking, like, Looney Tunes'd him? Oh, look at that! Bam! Like, come on! That's stupid! That's dumb! I wouldn't think anybody would do that! The same- oops, I skipped dialogue. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down is exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! I guess. Order! 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 This is unbelievable. Yeah, you're telling me. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? Oh, well, obviously, like, the old man couldn't carry it, so the monkey? It was Mr. Dinkling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The box has a remarkable weight. 20 pounds is not that heavy. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. Knees bent back straight. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Where are these birds coming from? Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright. Hang on, I'm yawning. Do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yes. 20 pounds is like 9 kilograms. Yeah. 9 science books. That isn't that heavy. No, it's not! Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? It's the size of one medium-sized dog food bag. Yeah, you'd still have to squat just because of the size of the box. Regardless of the weight, like, you'd have to get down to get your hands on it. I'm telling you, it was the monkey. I think my dog weighs more than that. Most dogs do. I can barely lift a pencil, but more so out of laziness. Me too. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. She's a Pomeranian. Okay, maybe. Damn. Can we just jail the clown anyway? Oh my god, I can't stop. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. We definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, time to save. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Take that! Oh my god! A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Monkey. Oh, just like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. I'm in favor of the whole circus going to jail. I mean, the monkey can go. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? Objection! But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection! Not if you polish it all the time. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Why, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? I was talking about this with Jem when I was downstairs getting water. How big is money? Is he like an orangutan? Is he a chimp? Is he a squirrel monkey? Because they keep calling him a monkey, so I'm thinking he's a monkey, right? And monkeys don't get all that big. But when you look at his picture, he's like chimpish. Bet money wouldn't have been his... if he's an orangutan, he ain't a right? He's an ape! It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? Like the tuba? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! That's not very nice. You can't say that on the radio. The ringmaster would have gotten it stuck on his head. His vibes are scaring off the birds. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled. I've never seen it spelled like that, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick! Don't let her beat you now! I I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only that we are saving now. Mr. Phoenix Wright, who was the murderer the clown saw? I think it was the bust, personally.
Take that!
He saw Max's his butt. I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection!
No, it does. Au contraire, mon frere. That means brother. It does indeed mean have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette, but he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection!
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
Objection!
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be very easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Au contraire, monsieur. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Oh my god, I have hiccups, I'm sorry. What? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? Nope, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Take that!
This isn't right. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. But she's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow! The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach. Hee hee. Put the cloak on the bust. I don't know, the monkey? Can I say it was the monkey? I saved the last time? Oh, fuck. I forgot. I don't know. Remember, there was only one cloak. Right. But he wasn't there! ringmaster? Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Take that!
Him? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying, I guess. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Oh, it fell off. It just, oops, I dropped it because I died. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? No! I'm fine, Maya. I'm really finally putting all the pieces together. Yeah, he said he took the cloak off. There's only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Okay, tell me what happened. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box, like fucking Looney Tunes. I don't know. The script is taking me places I'm not prepared to follow all of a sudden. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilla. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Bonk. Now this is when the magic happens. When we experience blunt force trauma. At the very is this gonna be gory? At the very instant that the bust hit the victim. Oh, no, okay. Alright. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't true. This just isn't true. It can't be. I think it's stupid too, don't worry. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. Wow. And that's how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So, you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Okay. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. Oh, okay. That's enough talking amongst selves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. And then said witnesses all saw the magical murderer escape to the witness's domicile. And no one questioned this. It was definitely the magic guy we hate. Yep. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Hang on, I'm a little chilly. Where's my blanket? I had a blanket on. Oh, there it is. I want to say it's this, and I saved, so
Take that!
I don't think I was. Oh, wait. No. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yippee! No, no, no. Ah! I thought that was it, cause like it puts whatever. What does he want? Also, I figured out what the fuck is wrong with this monkey. He has a human nose. What's up with that? Like, is it the pepper? I've never had to. I'll fucking say it's the pepper. No, it's not. hope we get to bring in the pepper too. Like, this hasn't been mentioned at all. Maybe I should have tried to let the pepper go more.
Take that!
Okay. Thanks. It's on you! This wouldn't be a real drama without stakes. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I did this deliberately. When you make the right choice, the penalty bar generally disappears so the script can continue. Not always. I thought he saw Max, but if he saw the bus, then something else wasn't seen. Max? His legs? Is it the footprints?
Take that!
Oh. I'm just gonna try all of them! No. I'm trying to act like legit figure it out. I'm not trying to like force it. Something was seen previously, but no longer was seen.
Take that!
The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Beau's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool. Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Yeah, it was facing the other way. Of course, I can explain all of it. What's that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order. Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. I submit this magic eye puzzle as evidence. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. What? Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. You found the blue worms? Oh, I think it censored your link. Post it in the Discord. I'll take a look. Because I like a worm. It seems that this case isn't over just yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. Just in time. Can I have my health back? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, run some ads, get some more water, stretch, you know, all that. Go ahead and do the same if you feel like it. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Alright. Back to the action. Right. I can't believe it. Acro? I just saw a house that would normally sell for $200,000 being sold for $1.1 billion in Colorado, and I died. Oh God. No. It is not a buyer's market at all. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. Am I that hated? Ahem. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. The interior was all Disney too? Ew! Including the doorways? How do you even Disney a doorway? He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? You're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey pal! You're not gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence. Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Yes, but... Hi, Gumshoe. Now, Gumshoe, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? You've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? Yes. That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up till now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? I'll help. I like milk. Got some cereal? Get some Frosted Flakes in here. We got it! Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have. To commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingley. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. That's weird. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such high esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? Of course I'll cross-examine. Haha! Defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just wanted to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Saving. No, gameplay and civil liberties are unnecessary here. I'll let you convict my client. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. No! No crying in court. Let's keep going. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. The ringmaster, he would always come see us and laugh with a smile. Yeah, with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? That's a weird face to be pulling when you say that. I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. Then, how long have you been a performer? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. Oh, fuck off! Come on now! You can't call yourself that! It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is, I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. We have evidence? I mean, we haven't had a chance to bring it up. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? Sure. Wink. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well then. Please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Okay.
Take that!
Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ring. I don't think I got that right. That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of it? What did I present? It was too fast. It was the scarf thing. Bandana. With the blood on it. What are you supposed to learn? Looks like you just won the award for— Okay. I have another idea.
Take that!
Fuck off. Nope. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? Did you make you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? Or what did you just say? Even? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Oh, I think he was trying to kill Regina. Because of the lion shit. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? What? Order. Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Take that!
Oops. That was a mistake! I accidentally clicked present and I wanted to click profiles. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna save it. La la. La 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 la. Okay, now I'm gonna hit the right button.
Take that!
Yes. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? Yeah, huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Okay, this one seems pretty foolproof, but I'm gonna save in case. She'll fistfight death. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. Okay.
Take that!
Alright, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. This better not be a bluff. You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Those two are finishing each other's sentences. That wasn't it? What do you mean? She has a whip. I had something else? What, just the picture of the lion? Oh, the fucking note.
Take that!
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order, order, order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's just no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick, isn't listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a fool. I hate talking. Very well. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? Incident 6 months ago. I know all about it! An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question... The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... What? This is it? Oh, come on! Oh, it's the pepper. Fuck.
Take that!
Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
Take that!
Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean Miss Regina Barry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's not just in her. Call the lion to the stand. I've got some bad news for you, B. we had to take him out back. You know, he's upstate, running free with all the other lions, because he made a whoopsie. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's fine. He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. I do have a spirit medium! Oh my god, Maya's gonna be a lion! I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think that what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Furry Maya cannon. The lion-biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat.
Take that!
That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one who gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But just out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. But you know, when your like head is in the way of like that much bite strength, like accident, it was an accident, but like he sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Yeah, poor Leon, huh? He didn't do shit. He sneezed and he got taken out back. You fool! I'm a fool. I'm right. You've gotta be kidding me.
Objection!
Yeah? What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. This joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Ha ha ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me what I said was true? Agro. You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's even an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? Biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. A murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room seems like too easy. So I'm gonna see how things work out first. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Why aren't you going to search his room? Sorry, I just turned the volume up and my ears really loud. It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Yeah, where is it? It looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that's relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright! You know where that bust is! I'm sure you do! There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Yeah! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? Save again. Must be somewhere in the very big top. It's in the big top? Mr. Wright, where exactly in the big top would we find the bus? Oh, fucking hell. Well, I kind of pulled that last one out of my butt. I'm like mentally scanning all the rooms. Good luck! Oh god. It is in the circus's center ring. What is it doing there? Haven't you ever heard this saying? If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. This predates the Beyonce song. It's kinda like that! Alright, I'm gonna say that was right. What about here? It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom. It's in my ass, right now! Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. What the hell? It's, yeah, no, I didn't think so. Under the prosecutor's bench! No, you don't mean that. Miss Von Karma! Ow! I died. Nick! Get up, Nick! Proceed, Your Honor. I will when Mr. Wright opens his eyes. Nick, are you okay? Who is this girl? This is no time for me to- oh, fuck. Now pick the other wrong courtroom. Shut up! No, do it? Oh, okay. Yeah, so what, I say I have it? Yeah, I'm doing you a favor. I'm giving you the whole playthrough experience. Under Your Honor's bench! You had to think about whether it was a good idea to say. What did you just say to me? That's a penalty! Ah! That one wasn't that funny. If you had enough health, he'd actually give you 2. That's funny. I'm sorry I suck too bad. Oh my god! Did he Breaking Bad it? Are you serious? He's got it under his wheelchair? Or something? Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I hate this. Ah! Ding 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 ding. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that bust is under there. You're gonna have to prove it! We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. You're a pretty big guy. For you. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them. Yeah. Von Karma helped. Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. How did you do that? Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Mr. Von Karma, you had things all figured out, Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. Yeah, well, you know what? He was 22 and she was 16. This was 6 months ago, maybe she was even 15. That's more fucked up. Gross. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? Guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. And she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Oh. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Alright, guys, smoke him if you got him. Not guilty. Yippee! Woohoo! And it only took 3 hours. Yippee! Yippee! This court is adjourned. Baby. Oh yes, thank you for the posture check. I'm definitely not doing it. Oof. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? I don't know. That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats! But only at max a million of them. Oh, fuck off. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. The only innocent ones here were Mo and Money. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. And Regent's innocent as well. It's all my fault! Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up! Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Of course he can't. He's gonna get the death penalty for sure. Oh god, it's not the monkeys. Her dad, he got revenge. Her dad is dead. That sucks. But you're right. I don't think it's the monkey. It's not the monkey. Do not summon the monkey. Okay, then I don't know. I have to pick something, though. What about a people? Which of these lovely people prove that Acro doesn't want revenge anymore? A reason why Acro wouldn't want to die or go to jail. He even said this and I don't remember. He said he didn't want to up and leave. Why did he do this all in the first place? Because of his brother.
Take that!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That... That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. Okay, I thought that was kind of like a foregone conclusion that, like, you know, I don't think he's doing so good. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. That is not going to happen because... Yeah, okay. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I'll take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus the world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay! I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has, the one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? I don't know. Couldn't she be, like, held liable, like, for the thing that happened 6 months ago? Cause, like, couldn't she, like, couldn't she go to jail also for that? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max. She's a minor, so maybe not. I see. Finally, it's relevant! Nick! It seems like everything is gonna turn out alright here. I can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. Technically, Acro could file a claim against her for it. And yet... It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. Okay. Alright, that's enough. Or bad. Right after he's gotten over the whole coma thing. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Aqua really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's him! Yay. Okay. Who's that guy? Hooray! Oh man. Well, it's time to go. It's time to go to fucking bed. I hope you all had a lovely time. I certainly did. I'm glad the circus is behind us now. I'm gonna toss a lighter on that bad boy and set it aflame because it's gone. Yeah, we're staying up for it. Go to bed, God. All you Europeans, get in bed right now. It's time to go to bed. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Is there anyone we can raid tonight? Oh, Socks is still playing Roblox? Are you kidding? Okay, I'm gonna send you over to Socks. He's playing sponsored Roblox games because Roblox is changing their community guidelines towards what can be official sponsored material. Before I came here, I was playing a game sponsored by Intuit that was surveying children for information about what brands they know and also trying to sell them or like advertise TurboTax and Credit Karma to them. So this will be interesting. So let's go say hi to Socks. And what will our raid phrase be? Do your taxes? No! The word tax is banned in his chat, for real. We cannot use that word. It gives him anxiety. We can't talk about taxes. The circus has fallen, I think, is a good... It's just ominous enough. Alright. Let's go. I'm sleepy. Present the monkey. I do like present the monkey. No, wait, that could... What if, like, something else happens? I'm gonna go with the circus. The circus has fallen. Let's go. The circus has fallen, and if you got one of these flubber guys, use them. let's go. See you later.